Welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough review of Naruto Shippuden episode 310. Now, if you remember from last episode, we're introduced to a new character, and his name is Tata Walkie. Now, Tata Walkie is a samurai with ninja skills, which sounds pretty badass in my opinion. However, he's a reanimated shinobi who just so happens to know Naruto, and Naruto knows Tata Walkie, which leads us into another pointless flashback. And again, I'll hold my final thought and rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this flashback with Choji and his second place prize from the food eating contest. A large wicker basket? Come on. First place was a house, and you get a large wicker basket for second place? This feudal lord's a cheap bastard. But anyways, moving on past that, we do find out Shu, he's being transported in the village by way of Choji's large wicker basket just to avoid detection on their way to a small inn for the night, no less. I wonder if this was part of Shikamaru's plan. Maybe. I don't want to give him too much credit, but it sounds like something he might have come up with. But anyways, moving on past that, we do find out Shu, he wants to see the village for himself. This is the village that held him hostage. Or should I say, watched him being held hostage and did absolutely nothing. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, moving on past that, in the morning, we're taken to a little cutscene with Naruto. Now, he's still pretending to be the young lord, but he's no longer looking like the young lord. He wakes up, and he's back in his original form, and the princess comes knocking, and it's priceless. And he transforms back into the young prince, or should I say the young lord, just at the right moment, just to save some time. And it's perfectly played out. But I was hoping for some comedy relief there. Maybe that's just me. Now moving on past that, of course, we're taken to a little cutscene with Deidre and Cezary. Yes, they're finally in the village, but they're flying like right above. So they didn't come in by foot. They came in by paper bird, per se, by Deidre's hand. And again, Deidre and Cezary, they're finally in the village. And it just so happens that Shu wants to go sightseeing at the same time. This doesn't sound good in my opinion. Of course, we are taken to another little cutscene with Choji. Now, Choji runs into both the first and third place contestants from the food eating contest. And these two people, which were the old guy and the young girl, of course, tag along with Choji. They go to all these food eating establishments with Shu. Because again, Shu wanted to go sightseeing, so it kind of makes sense. And Choji kind of brings up a really good point of view from his perspective. If these people go along with Choji in their group, they'll blend in more, they'll give him camouflage. So yeah, it does make sense, but that's bullshit. Because you know Choji is just fucking hungry. This gives him another excuse to keep eating, and blah blah blah. We are taken to a little cutscene with Tata Walkie and Naruto. Again, Naruto still looks like the young lord, and Tata Walkie has no idea. However, Tata Walkie starts doing a little sword training with Naruto. I guess this is their normal agenda that Tata Walkie usually has with the young lord, and Naruto didn't know really what was going on, so Naruto and Tata Walkie are now doing a little training, a little sword play, and eventually Naruto dodges so well that Tata Walkie notices, and he points out, you can't be the young lord. The young lord is not that good at dodging. That's impossible. And Tata Walkie now knows the truth. And then the princess, out of nowhere, the princess pulls a spear on Naruto. I was like, whoa. This helpless little girl pulls a fucking spear on Naruto? No, this doesn't fucking happen. Eventually, she does get cocky, and she's asking Naruto, where is, the young lord, Shu? He doesn't really say anything along the lines of what's really happening, but Naruto escapes, and then he's surrounded by all the guards, and then he uses his clones to escape. So it kind of makes sense on how he was escaping. But he could have played this out a little differently, that's my opinion. Now we are taken to a little cutscene with Shu. Now Shu decides he wants to go to the bathroom while they're at like a ramen shop or some random food establishment. Now it's not what it appears. Shu doesn't go to the bathroom. In fact, Shu decides he wants to go see the princess before he leaves because he cares. I'm like, wait a minute. So Shu has a thing for the princess, and now he's escaped from Choji and Shikamaru and Ino's sight, so this does not add up to anything good. But anyways, moving on past that, of course, we are taken to a little cutscene with Naruto, and Naruto tells the princess, as well as Tata Walkie, the truth on what's going on, and what's the real plan on what they're doing with Shu. He didn't have to really go into detail, but he did, which is a little different. Usually, Naruto keeps shit to himself, so for him to go out there and make his mission detailed to these people, which he doesn't even know, was kind of stretching it. I mean, you don't know these people. I mean, for all you know, Tata Walkie could have just killed you and, gone after Shu for the feudal lord. Because remember correctly, Tata Walkie works for the feudal lord, not the other country which is trying to get the hostage back, of course. This is Tata Walkie. Tata Walkie's a hired gun. I mean, money could persuade him else. Money could persuade him. But as for the princess, she's not up for hire. You know, she cares for Shu, but sorry, I digress. Again, Naruto tells both Tata Walkie and the princess everything. So now they're informed, you know, they got all that shit to the side, and then a random explosion occurs. You heard me right. A random explosion occurs in the background. Come on, who didn't see this coming? So we're taking to a little cutscene with Cezary, and he takes on Tata Walkie. Perfectly timed out, right? And Tata Walkie is actually protecting the princess. And I didn't really see this coming. I thought Tata Walkie was going to go after Shu right away after learning the truth. However, Tata Walkie protects the princess from Cezary. And then Naruto assists him. Okay, I kind of saw this coming, but maybe in the next episode. But okay, this came right away, of course. Now we are taking to a little cutscene with Choji, Shu, and the rest of the group. Now Choji's group, as well as Shu, are now heading back to the castle because they saw the explosion. And I guess Shu was already heading that way to begin with. So it kind of makes sense why the whole group is now heading back to the castle. So we're taking to a little cutscene with Tata Walkie. And Tata Walkie plans to save the feudal lord, which he believes is the prime, I guess the prime, not reason, but well, you know what I'm talking about in general. He believes the feudal lord is probably what the villains in this case are after, so it kind of makes sense. However, Naruto, he is now charged with protecting the princess. So how did Naruto get in this little loop on protecting the princess who held a spear against him? Tata Walkie has a lot of respect for Naruto right now, I guess, for saving Shu and bringing him back, or helping him bring back to Shu's original nation, I guess. But still, Tata Walkie's going off on a limb by asking Naruto to, you know, protect the princess, who, again, held a spear to Naruto to begin with. You know what? If a bitch held a spear to me, and then I was told to protect her, fuck no, I'll drop your ass and I leave. Plain and simple. But anyways, moving on past that, of course, we are taken to a little cutscene between Tata Walkie and Cezary. Yes, we finally get to see them go at it one-on-one. And I thought it was going to go somewhere, but it didn't. I mean, Tata Walkie has now been hit by needles. Needles which are now filled with toxins. So Tata Walkie has toxins in his body now, like a toxic substance in his body. And this does not sound good, but somehow he's still able to fight Cezary. But you know, the end result being he's going to die because he's got toxins in his body and he doesn't have the antidote. So that's not looking any good. Now Shu, on the other hand, catches up with the princess, and now they're okay. They reunite, so that was kind of a good thing. However, the Anbu Black Ops member from the previous episode shows up, also takes out one of Cezary's little dummies, I guess. So he has his little part in this episode. However, we still do not know the identity of the Anbu Black Ops member. I mean, is it Sai? Is it Kakashi? Probably not. But I mean, who the fuck is this Anbu Black Ops member? We really don't know. But somehow he or she manages to save Naruto's group at the last moment because he's still shadowing them, so it kind of makes sense. But still, who is this person? We still don't know. Now, moving on past that toward the end of the episode, we're taken back to the present in the anime. Where are we right now? Tata Walkie kind of backs off from the group which he was attacking, all the allied shinobi. He backs away, and he's about to be sealed up. However, Naruto calls off the allied shinobi and says, wait, he's going to do something. And somehow, Tata Walkie, after hearing all this information about, you know, Shu and the princess and how everything turned out, he takes his own life and I don't know how to describe this, but he takes away the reanimation Jitsuo that was casted on him, and he just disintegrates. And that's where the episode ends. As for final thoughts, well, I know time and time again we've seen multiple characters take off the reanimation Jitsu. I mean, Itachi being one of them, now Tata Walkie, and of course there's probably another member I'm forgetting. But besides that, I'm wondering, is Kabuto catching on to this? Is he making a backup plan to stop people from doing this? What is he going to do? As for Naruto, now that Tata Walkie's now dead, you know, he's no longer reanimated, he's gone, where's he going to go now? Is he going to catch up with Killer Bee? Is he going to catch up with Kabuto? We really don't know. And where the hell is Itachi right now? No one cares about Sasuke, but where is Itachi? He said he was going to help, out, but how? We really don't know. But again, that is it for my final thoughts. As per my rating, 3 out of 5. This was a freaking filler in my opinion. Not like a real filler because it gave us some information because we were still kind of in the present, but it was a setback, and I don't like setbacks. I'm not going to go into detail if it was romance, drama, all that crap. No. Plain and simple, the final rating was 3 out of 5. And that ends it for my walkthrough review of Naruto Shippuden episode 310. Definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe, check me out on Twitter, and follow me if you like. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now, and I got to hit the bricks, and I got to go. And before I go, I got to say it, and I always say it. You can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.